Hi there. Let's begin Perek Lamed. So, in this video, I want to go through one major Rashi. There's so much to learn from this Rashi. There's a story in the Rashi that I want to share with you. Second, I want to learn with you some review, a little bit of skills. And thirdly, I want to learn with you a few new psukim, not the whole thing. And then I'll ask you to reading master them into Shobi at the end. Okay, here we go. Please open up your Chumash, Perek Lamed, Pasuk Vav. We learned it already. So I want to look at the Rashi now. The Pasuk had said, Vayazov kosher lo biyad Yosef. Potiphar gave everything over to Yosef. And then the Pasuk says, Vayhi Yosef yifat to'ar v'yifeh mareh. He was of beautiful form and a beautiful appearance. He was extremely handsome. A very strange Pasuk. Within one Pasuk it says, he was put in charge of everything. And he was very handsome. Why is that? So let's see Rashi. Veyehi Yosef Yifat To'ar. Says Rashi. Kivan Shera'a Atmo. Divrei HaMatchil. We're in the third Rashi. Okay, Divrei HaMatchil. Vayehi Yosef Yifat To'ar. Kivan Shera'a Atzmo Moshe. Since Yosef saw himself in power, Hitchil, he began Ochel, to eat, Vishoteh, and to drink, Umesalsel v'saro, and to start playing with his hair, to start combing his hair a lot, being very vain. And so first of all, we see one thing before we go any further. Major stuff in Rashi over here. Rashi says, you see that when a person starts feeling good about themselves, for one thing, they start getting honored. Very often, that honor makes a person very self-centered. It makes a person focus about themselves. So he's sitting here relaxing, he's eating and drinking, he's playing with his hair, he's making himself more beautiful, he's getting very vain. Continues Rashi, that's one major thing to be aware of. And we know there's a very famous thing, guys, fourth graders, that all grown-ups know, and maybe you know as well, that power corrupts. When a person gets into a powerful position, that itself takes a person down. In fact, the Mishnah says a person should be sonei eser rabbanos. A person should not want to be the rabbi of a city. He should try to avoid that. Many people have tried. Sometimes you have to do it, but you should hate it. That's what the Mishnah says. Why? Because there's a risk. When a person gets honored, they get into a position of power, it takes away from them, and it's a risky thing. A person has to be very aware. Continues Rashi. Amar HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Said Hashem, Avicha mitavel, your father is mourning. The ata misalsel b'sarecha, and you are playing with your hair. Ani megara b'cha es adov. I am going to cause the beer to go against you. Miyad, immediately. It was an expression to cause the beer to go against you. But you see, Yosef's about to get into trouble. Here, Yosef went, and Yosef goes, and he's not with a person. What we are supposed to emulate is a person. What we're supposed to do is a person who focuses on somebody else's pain. You're not in pain, okay? Good, you're not in pain, but you have to join with other people's pain. So here, a person might be with coronavirus. They might be young and say, it's not scary for me, but a person has to be some level of caring about other people. Okay, here we go. You should know you're safe, and Hashem, you're safe, and hopefully everybody will be safe. Let's continue. So I would like you to please complete. By the way, this in your Tagilon is on page 30. So please complete page 30. I hope you have your Tagilon out. I'll tell you one quick story. There was a man, a great tzaddik, one of the greatest men to ever walk the shores of the United States. Was a man named Rav Aaron Cutler. Not only did he walk the shores of the United States, but a little known fact about him is that he actually lived for some time on the Upper West Side. He lived on 93rd Street between Columbus and Central Park. I've seen the building. When I used to walk past this building, my brothers used to tell me that was the building that lived in it. Actually, phenomenal tzaddikim. I'll tell you who. Interesting. Rav Aaron Cutler lived in that building. In the same building lived the son-in-law of the Chavetz Chaim. His name was Rav Mendel Zaks. And another great tzaddik who lived in that building was later the rabbi of the city of Be'er Sheva, and his name was Reb Eliyahu Kushalevsky. In any case, three great people lived. I believe they lived there actually at the same time. It was a very holy building. It's still there. Anyways, So Reb Aaron Cutler, in the time of World War II, he got out from Europe and he was living in America. But that didn't stop him from joining with the pain. He put all of his efforts into what was called the Vadhat Salah, trying to get money to send and to get care and to fight with the politicians in order to help the Jews who were in Europe. He was one of the lone voices fighting with everything that he had. I'll tell you a story better and later because I don't want to take the video to get too long. A funny story about him fighting with the politicians. In any case, in all the years of the war, Rav Aaron Kotler slept on the floor, either on benches of trains as he was traveling from one place to the other trying to help raise money or things like that, or he slept on the floor. Why did he sleep on the floor? Who is that helping? The answer is that he learned it from this Rashi. A person is supposed to be together with others. There are people in Klal Yisrael, they're in pain. He's supposed to join with them. So Yosef, that was the complaint against Yosef over here. Yosef is coming along. You're okay. Yosef is okay. He's a leader right now in the house of Potiphar. But your father is mourning you. How could you just ignore that? How could you just sit there and enjoy it? That's a very big claim against. And soon he's going to find out that he's not going to be not everything is going to be okay for Yosef. He's about to have big issues. Anyways, here we go. Please turn to page 40 of your Tagilon. I want to go through a quick review of some basic skills. Question number 1 on page 40. A word that ends with a kamatz, hey, with a kamatz and then a hey, is, what's the options? I'm going to go through it in a moment. First, trying to answer it, I'll go back and answer the questions. Question number 2. A word that ends with a ot is, okay, please try to fill it in your workbook before I say it. Challenge yourself, A, B, C, or D. 3. A word that ends with a yud, or with a chirek, that's the one dot, then yud mem is, okay, fill it out please. Question number 4, a word that does not have a specific ending, meaning there's none of these above things, it can end in all different ways, is, okay, let's go back through them now. Number 1, the answer to number 1, a word that's kamatz hey is, the answer is B, nikeva or yechida. I'm going to ask you this when we have our live Zoom, okay? So please fill it in. I'll ask you these questions and 4 class social points. Let's go. Question number 2. A word that ends with a ot at the end is, the answer is rabot. Nikeva, rabot. D. A word that ends with a yod mem, chirik. Whoops, did I skip one? I'm sorry, I messed up over here. I skipped, I think. Oh, no, I didn't. A word that ends with a chirik yod mem is rabim. The way to remember it is, look, the word rabim ends with yod mem. It means zachar, many zachar. 4. A word that does not have a specific ending is zachar yachid, a. The bottom part, vav. Here we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have seven Hebrew terms, and the answers to them are on the bottom. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We just have to match A, B, C, D, E, F, G to the right Hebrew term. 1 second, Meira, hi. A kinoi. Okay, so look at A, B, C, D. A poel. Look at the answers. You could stop the video. 3, shem etzem. 4 is Mila. A Mila could have how many parts? A Mila is a word. A Mila could have how many parts? 5 is Sofit. What is a Sofit? So look, you'll find a matching letter down there. 6 is the Shoresh. And 7 is Tchilet. So here I'm going to go through the answers now. And we're actually going to leave the Psukim for a different video, for a different time, because it's too long. Okay, a kinoi is, the answer to a kinoi is, it's a pronoun. It's a word that takes the place of a noun. For example, I say, he went to the store. He is in place of Avi Bromberg. So that's the he. Okay, Avi is a noun. So a kinoi is a word in place of it. Poel is an action. A verb is F for verb, is an action. A shem etzem is a noun. So what's an example of a shem etzem? A person, a place, or a thing. So my phone is a shem etzem. Is Avram Netanel is a shem etzem. Okay, Mila. A Mila could have how many parts? Well, this was pretty easy because there's only one thing that has a number. 3. There's 3 parts. C. right? There's a tchilit, which we're actually we're about to get to them. The next 5. Okay, 5. A sofit is the end of a word. A sof, from the word sof. So which one is that? That is a ending, B. Shoresh is the root of the word, so that's G. And the tchilit is the beginning. Tchila is to start. Latchil is to start. And so that is number D. Okay, and that is the end of this video.